Welcome to Sports Nights with Jorge. Please stay tuned for scores and updates around the world of sports.
All right, sports fans, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. Tonight, we're talking Orioles baseball. Yes, we're only 1 week away from spring training and game to start. And I'm going to talk about the lineup. I'm starting with the lineup, then I'll go to the pitching staff. Once again, those that haven't subscribed to the channel, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. I did send some shorts today. I finally closed the chapter with my pet. If you got animals, man, love your animals. I'm an animal guy, so, love them and take care of them. So here's my report on the Orioles for 2024 season. Now we're in the 2025 season. Yes, we lost Anthony Santander, a big key in the outfield, but I'm going to break it down from position to positions. So let's get ready, guys. Here are the 2025 Baltimore Orioles. This is my prediction of the lineup. I know it's early. It could change, guys. But I got Gunnar Henderson leading off. I got Adley Rutschman batting second. A guy that struggled, Cedric Mullins. Matt Castle, due to the injury, he's back. Heston, the left fielder, which I think is Case Just. I can't even say his name. Wajarstad, or I don't know, but we'll get to it. Don't worry about it. Sorry about that. I apologize. Then you got Colton Cowser, Jorge Mateo coming from an injury, Kobe Mayo at third base, and Jackson Holliday at designated hitter. So we're going to start with a lineup, and I'm going to start with the catcher. Last year, catcher. So last year we had James McCann and Adley Rutschman. Rutschman had you could say a decent year because the Oriole bat just went dead when they came to play in postseason, especially in the playoffs. Rutschman batted .250, 19 homers, 79 RBIs, which I think is below his average. Then you had James McCann with 8 homers, 31 RBIs, a .234 batting average. And imagine, McCann only played 68 games. Rutschman only played 148. So now we got the veteran catcher from the Yankees, and then he played Gary Sanchez. He's with the Orioles now, so a good veteran player. Does strike out a lot, I could tell you that, but at least you got somebody with a good arm back there. So now that's my catcher. First base, I know it's platoon with Ryan Mountcastle and Hearn, but Mountcastle also had an injury, only played 124 games, 30 doubles, 2 triples, 13 homers, 63 RBIs. Not a bad average, a .271, by the way. So we need help at first base. Second base now. I'm going to use everybody to play second base. Jackson Holliday, Jorge Mateo, Connor Noby, Tony Kemp, and Livan Soto. Livan Soto only played 12 games, 1 double, 3 hits, 1 run, average of 300, of course. Tony Kemp, second base, played 5 games, 9 at-bats, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, no batting average. Then Connor Noby, second baseman, 9 games, 3 runs. Now imagine some of these players may not be here no longer. So 6 hits, a one double, 2 homers, and 12 strikeouts, a 188 batting average. Then you had Jorge Mateo, who started the season red hot and then cooled down. And he ended up with 192 at bats, only played 68 games, also got injured. 30 runs, 44 hits, 14 doubles, 2 triples, 5 homers, 18 RBIs, 48 strikeout, 13 stolen bases, caught twice. He had a better year the year before that with stolen bases. Only batted 229. Here's the guy that needs to actually overcome his last probably 2 years, going from AAA to Major League Baseball. That's kind of difficult, guys. Is Jackson Holliday. 60 games, 28 runs, 36 hit, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 5 homers, 23 RBIs, 15 walks, 69 strikeouts, 4 stolen bases. Did not got caught, but he did bat at 189. I'm worried probably in the middle lineup of the Orioles, not the beginning, probably 3 or 4. Now remember, we lost Anthony Santander. That's another 30-plus homer guy. So that's your second base. Then you have your third base. And of course, on third base, Jordan Westbrook, 107 games. He had a good year, by the way. But at 264, did had 97 strikeouts, but had 18 homers, 63 RBIs, 110 hits, 57 runs scored. Then you had Ramon Urias, which I hope he's still with the team. I haven't checked the whole lineup. I think he still is. 39 runs, 69 hits, 9 doubles, 2 triples, 11 homers, 37 RBI, and batted 254. Not bad in striking out. Strike out only 55 times and walked 23 times. Then we have Emmanuel Rivera, third baseman. Also played 27 games, 9 runs, 20 hit. Showed some life, batted 313, struck out 18 times, had 6 walks, 14 RBIs, and 4 homers. Then we had Kobe Mayo, who struggled. And I tell you, when you come from AAA, it is so hard to come to the majors, especially at that time of the year. Hopefully, the Orioles could overcome. In the defensive side, I'm not worried about the Orioles. On the offensive side, I am worried about the Orioles. So that's third base right there, guys. And now we went from catcher first, second to third. Now we're going to shortstop. No doubt about it. Gunnar Henderson, All-Star, Rookie of the Year. One thing about the Orioles, guys, is that when they come crush time, okay, and this is where I think the Orioles' lack of power, lack of run production, they won a lot of games last year. Let's give them credit. They started good, then they warm up a little bit, then they pick it up again, and eventually lost in the wild card. Okay, which they couldn't hit nothing. It's like, but you know, you learn by experience. You learn by time as time goes by. A very young ball club. You know, their pitching staff, man, had them all the way in the game. We just couldn't get a base hit. We couldn't get a hit. We couldn't. I mean, one thing we had to work on is on run scoring, on scoring positions. You know, when you have a runner on scoring position, you got to put the runner in. You got to bring him in. That's one thing the Orioles struggled last year. You know, with the runner scoring positions, and they need to address that this year. I mean, I know they got a new batting coach. It's like a new staff they got in there now. Now we're not in no rebuilding mode. Let's be honest. We're not in the rebuilding mode. We're here to win it, or this is it. But I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm early with the prediction. I don't predict baseball too early. But this team is gonna have issue at the pitching staff, and I get that probably next time. All I'm talking about is just the hitting, which I don't think we're gonna be that bad. But once again, Gunnar Henderson, 37 homers, 92 RBIs, an average of 281. You know, he did strike out 159 times. He needs to work on that too. So, all right. Now, left field. Here's where I see the power of Colton Cowser. 24 homers, 69 RBIs, but they strike out 172 times. They had a batting average of 242. Okay, not bad at all. Then we have Austin Slater, 33 games, 10 runs, 17 hits, 1 homer, 6 RBI, and batted 246. Had a better average, of course, less at bats. That's okay. So right there, the Orioles. Okay, it's gonna hurt, but I tell you, Anthony Santander playing DH, Anthony Santander playing the outfield. He still was a good defensive player. Besides, his production was going down when it comes to batting average, but that's a bat you're gonna miss. Anyhow, that's your left field. Your center fielder, here's the guy that needs to have a better year. It's Cedric Mullin. Very, very disappointed back-to-back years after having a great year. 69 runs, 104 hits, 16 doubles, 3 triples, 18 homers, 54 RBIs, 41 walk, 98 strikeout. Now, should he go back to switch hitting? I think he should. I'll be honest with you. If he's a switch hitter, go for it, man. And I know he's good hitting left-handed pitching. He's amazing hitting home runs against left-handed pitching, but the Oriole lineup is going to be, I won't say not that bad, but not that good either. Okay, they need some run productive, especially in the leadoff spot. We got Gunnar Henderson leading off, but if you put Gunnar Henderson batting third, and you could get Mullins to reach first base as a leadoff hitter, with Rushman and this guy coming up in the lineup, man, be careful, because they can score runs just like that. That's how plain and simple it is. All right, right field. Here's the one that's going to hurt us. Anthony Santander. 44 homers, 102 RBIs. And listen, not bad. He struck out 129 times only. Not bad at all. 58 walks, but his average was 235. Now, let me tell you how many right fielder we used last year. Ryan McKenna, Kyle Stowart, Daniel Johnson, and Christian Pache. And listen, Ryan McKenna, he pretty well, 375 batting average, but he only had 9 games, 8 at bats, 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 homers. Listen, that guy's a good player, but they got him in and out of AAA, coming to the major, AAA to the major. I mean, that was a joke, but really, I feel bad for the guy. And then you got Kyle Stowart. Will he be the one that really, he batted 306, 13 strikeouts, 9 RBIs, 1 homer, 11 hits. Can he be the one that can actually fill that gap for Anthony Santander? That's the thing that we have to wait to see what happens. And injury. That's part of the game, guys. Injury. All right, so basically all of our outfielders that have played this game, okay, from Anthony Santander, Colton Closer, Cedric Mullin, McKenna, Austin Slater, Kyle Stewart, Daniel Johnson, and Christian Pache. Look how many players have the Orioles platoon in the outfield, moving them around. That is a concern for me. Now, I know you got to rest players. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. That is the truth. But this is one thing of the Orioles that I have concern. You want to keep your player healthy, but at the same time, you want to have a player there that can produce in your ball club to help your ball club. Like I said, I'm not making predictions yet. It's too early. Season hasn't started. Here comes spring training. Then we look at DH. DH, you had 3 guys that played DH last year. I like Ryan O'Hearn. He did pretty well, batted 264. 15 homers, 59 RBIs. He's still with us. Heston, I think it's Jerstad. That's his last name. Or Kerstad. I'm going to say Kerstad. And I apologize if I say him wrong. 4 homers, 14 RBIs as a DH, and 1 stolen base, batting 253. Then you had Eloy Jimenez, which he was cut. Came from the White Sox. 1 homer, 7 RBIs, 23 strikeouts, 4 walks, and batted 232. DH, that's another power that we need, guys, especially in our lineup. We need at least the 30, 40 homers that Anthony Santander gave us last year, which he's no longer with us. Remember, he signed with the Toronto Blue Jays. That's the only concern I have, guys. That's the only concern. Do we have the players that can produce the numbers that Anthony Santander produced? Now, guys, I just to let you know, I'm just talking today just the hitters. I'll get to the pitching staff, and then I get to the relieving pitching. Okay, so these are 2024 stats that I'm calling out. Some of these players are no longer with us. Some of these players are already gone, and probably through free agency and through maybe back at the farm, getting ready to have a better season. Now, I will talk about also the new faces and new places, which we got some new players. But once again, I'm gonna go back to my lineup here, and you tell me. I would like to know on your comments what kind of lineup you like to have for the Orioles. I'll switch Gunnar Henderson. I'll switch him to Cedric Mullin, and I put him, and then I put second, Adley Rushman, and then I put third Gunnar, then Ryan Mountcastle behind Gunnar, and then I'll probably use Colton Cowser. Probably batting fifth after Ryan Mountcastle. Who knows? I mean, it's just the lineup right now. This is the lineup I'm looking for. I mean, this is what the Orioles. I mean, guys, it's gonna be a long season. That's what I want to say. I want to be honest with you guys. It's gonna be a long season. I don't feel comfortable at all at their pitching staff, guys. I really don't. You got Felix coming out from an injury. Means from another injury, elbow injury. Tommy John surgery, man. It's hard to predict. It's hard to call. Sometimes you got players that come out amazing, then out of surgery and all that. But man, we need pitchers that could give us at least 7 innings a night, at least, and let the bullpen take care of the 8th and the 9th, which that's what we try to do. But sometimes our pitcher was gone by the third or fourth inning, and you don't want to burn out your pitching staff, really, especially the season. 162 games you played. Now, once again, the Orioles start this season 13 games, 10 playing on the road. That is tough, guys. And they go to Arizona and Toronto Blue Jays. They open up with Toronto. Then they go home, I think, against the Red Sox, and then they go to Arizona. I mean, it's a tough schedule, man. I mean, especially interleague, early start of the season interleague. Do you guys agree with interleague baseball? Because I really don't, guys. I'm old school. I like the old type of baseball. I'm just very disappointed how the sports has gone into a revenue issue. Even the NFL, let's be honest. Now they want to add an extra game from 17 games to 18 games. It hasn't been approved yet, has been talked about, but it's all about the revenue. But let's be honest, let's talk about the players. I guess you got to pay more money. I guess you got to add more revenue for your stadium for the fans to show up and fill the stadium. Because if they don't fill the stadium, you don't have a winning team. What's the purpose, right? But that's my opinion. That's my opinion, man. I want to thank those that have subscribed to the channel. I want to give thanks to those also for my my friends and fellows. It has been probably a back-to-back tough weeks for me and my family and my wife and my kids. But, you got to move forward. You got to stay positive. You got to remain positive. I check all these content creators in YouTube, and I try to tell them this, man, stay positive. Whatever you're doing, don't stop. Continue doing it. Enjoy doing it. The word of motivation that I could give you guys is that, You know, we want to be on top of the hill, but to climb that hill, you got to take it to one step at a time. And that's what I tell everybody. It's just one step at a time. Sometimes it's good to be up there, but sometimes it's not, guys. You know, and when I do this like I tell everybody, I do this for fun, man. I do it for fun, for enjoyment. You know, hopefully I get my subscriber. If I don't, hey, what can I tell you guys? But I love what I'm doing. So baseball's around the corner. We have the NBA All-Star coming up too. We got probably gets the NHL also. So we got so many things going on. NFL, probably 3 weeks or almost a month away, or 3 weeks away from free agency and tampering. Like I said on my video last week, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm just going to break it down to what I could get more information of. Right now, I'm stuck with my Orioles. I know we got Oriole fans out there. We got baseball fans. We got Yankee fans. Okay. We got Mets fans. You know, we got Atlanta Brave fans. So this channel is wide open. Wide open for you guys, man. But once again, thank you so much. And thank you for joining in. And thank you also for subscribing to the channel. And you guys have a blessed night. And see you guys soon. And once again, thank you for subscribing to the channel. And God bless.